Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another night of racing here on VidaneTV. As you can see, qualifying is just finishing up for Smashed Potatoes, so all of our wonderful drivers here have somehow gotten a clean lap in to get a time on the board, and they're going to start this wonderful 1 hour insanity of an event that I've been told. This is going to be my first Smashed Potatoes. Paul Strickland currently on an airplane headed out to Fort Wayne, Indiana to go shoot the Rumble in Fort Wayne, so he's left the keys to me tonight to experience my first time here with the chaos in Tim's Corner. I am familiar with the chaos that you sometimes see on the National Race Network for those kind of special events, but this seems like it's going to be something different here tonight. We'll pull up our starting grid. Ricky Miller going to be starting on the pole in that number 17 car. To his outside is going to be Riley Frost in the number 52. Row number 2 has Nick Farrell in the 25 car. And starting fourth is going to be Brett Byron. Starting in the 5th position is Justin Callison. I'm going to call him Justin Collision all night because this one is going to be an absolute barn burner with all these cars crashing into each other. That's what I've been told the definition of Smashed Potatoes is. To his outside is going to be Ethan Hicken in the number 27 car. Starting 7th, going to be Andrew Lively, and in the 8th position, going to be Norman Hamilton in the 9 car. Row number 5, going to have Ryan Salvatore on the inside row, and to his outside is going to be Avery DaCosta. Row number 6 has Wyatt Peters starting 11th, and to his outside is going to be Troy Burke. Row number 7 has Dave Horton on the inside. To his outside is going to be Martin Landry. 15th, Kyle Mayer. 16th, Stephen Collins. 17th, Luke Cormier, and 18th, Cameron Maddie. 19th, Corey Rayner, 20th, Josh Langell, 21st, Bryson Weigel, 22nd, Jason Halverson, 23rd, Brandon O'Neill, and 24th, Matt Watson. A lot more cars here, but I believe this is going to be a standing start. I don't see a pace car out there, so I want to get the graphic off screen and get ready for Barney to wave that green flag. I'm going to go back into the booth now with a handful of our drivers here tonight. And you're going to experience from the driver's perspective how crazy this show is going to be. Alright guys, we are live in the booth. Green flag is out. And oh my god, I absolutely love that we're doing a standing start here on the oval. Yeah, already some carnage. You can hear some beating and banging from the driver's perspectives. I don't believe that you were supposed to start the vehicle in reverse. R is not for race mode here tonight. That does make your car go the wrong way around the racing circuit. The amount of carnage here is incredible. I think more of our field is in the pit lane than actually on the track at this point. So, Tim, does that mean you're going to have to come down pit road again because you got service completed while you were in the pits? Oh, my goodness. So Brett Byron, currently your leader. You can see that left front tire on that car is not currently spinning. He is going to make his way down into the pit road. It's currently Cameron Maddie in the lead, but he's going to get passed by Hudson Ruff now. Hudson Ruff, believe getting spun out there on the high side. Nope, he makes it through that carnage. You can see the green and black Quaker State number 83 car bobbing and weaving his way through some of the carnage. Oh, big hits there for Hudson Ruff. Let's ride on board with Hudson Ruff, your current race leader. Oh man, the 15 car going to brake check him down the front straightaway.
Why did you back up?
Gonna ride on board now with Tim Terry as, frankly, the field is coming up on him, going to try and turn around, face the right way around the race surface. Hits the 29 car in the side. There is so much going on here. I can't even keep up with it. Tim, I don't mean to alarm you, but your left front tire is no longer attached to the car. So currently, Brett Barron is your race leader by a full lap. Riley Frost in second with only 14 laps scored. Riley also coming into the pit lane. We'll ride along with Tim Terry, who says there's a gallon of cars in front of him, and yeah, right now we're on board with the 83 of Hudson Ruff. Let's see if I can find Tim Terry here. Currently nose to nose with another car going into turn number 1. Finally gets off the nose of that vehicle. Gonna have the back straightaway all to himself. Not often this happens. Your front wheels are turning. I just don't think they're attached to anything. Justin Collison in that number 29 car. Actually, the cleanest car on track, right as I say that, gets the nose smashed in. Currently scored in the 11th position.
6-7. 6-7.
Oh my goodness. You got 4, 5, 6 cars on its side now. Justin Collison drives right underneath it. But Tim, didn't you set the weather up for this event?
Weather forecasting is not my strong suit. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
We might get a top 20 run into this for 21st. I have to go look, but I feel like I might get the most laps in of any smash potatoes we've ever had. It doesn't say Okay, that's wreck avoidance right there. All the NEPs guys should have just watched that.
big hit there for Justin Collison. Spun around the wrong way around the racing surface.
Oh no, Justin, you okay?
Quentin Carpenter currently being scored as your race leader in that number 122 red paperclip machine.
Oh, you got the 6-7 behind you. Oh, 6-7. Oh, myself. That broke me.
I don't have a meatball yet.
So that answers my question. You can, or you can't just keep going down pit road. You'll get in a wreck there too.
I think that killed me. There's the meatball.
That just put me in the top 3. Hell yeah, boys. Keep doing that.
Alright, now we should have all of our buddies here in Discord working through this absolutely insane race going on. You can see some of the carnage happening all over this racing surface.
One is really blocking pit road.
Well, you should probably move him then.
So Riley Frost still being scored as your leader in the 52 car. Ricky Miller in that number 17. Me-sponsored, I believe that's Talladega Nights paint scheme there on that IROC Camaro. Justin Collison scored currently in 4th. Gonna lose some spots here after getting hit by the family truckster in that number 01 machine. Ricky Miller going to put him another lap down. Riley Frost and Ricky Miller, the only 2 cars currently scored on the lead lap. Quentin Carpenter, the only car scored 1 lap down. Everyone else is 2, 3, or 4 or more laps down. Currently 46 laps completed by your race leader, Stanton Woolridge, being scored in the 3rd position now. 45 laps complete for that car, missing a nose. I believe that is a Monte Carlo lapping the racing surface.
Not you. I just hooked the leader. Oh, I just hooked Collison too.
You got me just gently, buddy.
Big, huge carnage there out of turn number 2.
Leader's stacked up in 3 now.
Tim Terry currently driving his way through all of the carnage. No brakes, all gas, pushing through everything that's happening here.
Yeah, it's broke. Sorry, Oliver. Ooh, I might be able to drive this back.
Tim, this time both your front wheels seem to be connected.
That's a plus. It's pretty broken though. Pretty broken.
So Tim Terry getting himself a nice, fresh, brand new race car.
Hey, Collison.
Carlson currently
hey,
lead,
hey,
slamming
hey.
Tim Terry into the wall.
By the way, the
Yeah,
fog
Tim?
is burned off. The fog is burned off. The sun's out.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I got a meatball from that too.
Justin Carlson getting spun around, sees the pit entrance there, is going to decide not to go for it though. You can see just how much, or excuse me, that's Tim Terry's car. You can see just how much that thing is bobbing back and forth when he turns the wheel left or right.
Jeez, you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck at Wilkesboro tonight.
I was finally doing okay.
Now we ride on board with Justin Carlson. Gonna try and get turned by the 12 car. Somehow makes the way nice and clean. This actually looks like a normal race here from Justin's perspective. Everyone kind of straight in a line. See some carnage up ahead, but track isn't blocked just yet. Gonna bob and weave, dive to the bottom side, dives up high, and that's why you're our race leader, Justin, because you're just able to bob and weave through these cars and not get hit by anyone.
We're zigging and zagging, bud.
He's about to have some carnage if he gets anywhere near me. The donkey is gonna hee-haw all over him.
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that on air, but you already did.
Oh, I missed him.
Just barely. You saw Tim Terry there on the bottom side trying to dive up high to take Justin out.
It just said that my center section is damaged.
My center section 100% damage.
I believe it is. Looking at your car right now, it's all sorts of tweaked.
And I don't have a meatball. So we're gonna keep rolling.
That is correct. You are not being scored with a meatball flag at this time. Justin Carlson having to pull the car off the racetrack. Toes down to the pit lane. Too much damage there on the 29.
That's a meatball.
Riley Frost in the unsponsored 52 retakes the lead. But gonna get wrecked down there on the inside, crossing the line. Backs it back up into the number 18 machine. Gets slammed by the Bill Elliott car.
Oh, come on, Cash.
Tanton Woolridge now takes over the top spot, but gonna get spun around there out of turn number 2. Able to keep on going without a nose on that Monte Carlo. See, our timer doesn't seem to be wanting to work, so we'll leave that off. Currently, 37 minutes left in this race. Riley Frost scored as your leader. Tanton Woolridge in second. Justin Collison third. Quentin Carpenter in the 4th position. And Ricky Miller in the 5th position. Currently off the racing surface, towing back to the pit lane.
It did not quick repair my car. This is not fun.
That is correct. Tim Terry being scored with the meatball flag and a dive back down into the pit lane. We can see our cam op trying to shoot through all the pit boxes. Tim trying to drunkenly drive his way through the pit lane. I don't know that Tim is drunk or not, but definitely that car looks like he is.
It is broken. I can't drive this. It is broken.
Somehow you're recreating the scene from Austin Powers without being stuck in the wall.
We're towing that back. Let's see here. Incident points. Brett? You are second in incident points to Troy Burke. You have the most incident points in the race so far. You sure Robbie's not driving that car, right? Oh, come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
Justin Carlson
Collison, you leading yet?
back up in the
Yeah,
lead.
It's not going to last for long.
Oh, that was rude.
Waiting to see what happens to Collison's car. Tim Terry seems like he's got his eye out on Justin Collison.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, barely missed there. You saw right at the bottom of the screen.
That hurt.
You may have missed, but I did not miss the car that was parked in the center of the racetrack.
This one's not going to steer either.
Buddy, we were dirt tracking around this fucking place. This is nutty.
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Got you
Tim
that
did
time.
find Justin.
Sorry, we're back digging, bud. Doesn't turn now, though.
I am currently tied for third for incident points, so we're good on that.
Hey, Tim Collison's in the lead.
He won't be for long.
Justin Collison has a target on his head. Everyone is trying to get him. See the 9 car there diving towards that left rear quarter. Not able to pit him. Once again goes for it.
Where is he?
He is entering the pits, looks like in turn number 2. Excuse me, turn number 4 just made his way into the pit lane. Tim pulling back out onto the racing surface.
We just got a speeding penalty. That was not ideal.
Tim, that one was a single car spin. You didn't even get spun out there.
No, we didn't. Okay. There's a bold strategy by the 11 car there.
Anybody got eyes on the 52?
52 car Riley Frost making his way across start-finish line right now into turn 1. Gets hit in the nose by the 53 car. Pits the number 122 into the outside wall, and he's away clean and green.
Sure, they're my fight. Hey, Riley.
Tim currently battling side-by-side with Riley Frost. Not in the traditional way, though. They are actually side-by-side. 3 cars trying to take up the real estate of 1. A little bit of connection issues makes it all the better. All 3 cars taking up the same spot. And Tim's into the wall once again.
It is broken. It is very broken.
Tim, how many incident points are we up to tonight?
100 and something. I don't know how many. I'd have to go back and look, but I think it's 300. That didn't transmit.
300 is the incident limit for tonight?
No, that's the record.
Oh.
I think the record's like 322. I would like to get out of the car.
Oh, almost a sick J turn. Overdoes it. Riley Frost now getting freight trained into turn number 4.
Okay, so we got 3 on the same lap.
So currently 30 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this race. So just about to be at the halfway point. Quentin Carpenter, still your top car. You're Justin Carlson trying to catch up. Both cars being scored on lap 79. Justin Carlson about a straightaway behind the number 122 of Quentin Carpenter.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Ah, I can't turn it.
I couldn't either, but the person behind me just kept pushing me, so I couldn't stop. I couldn't tell.
I just fell out of the world. That was nice.
I didn't know that was possible here at South Boston.
Well, you just saw it happen.
We just took the lead.
Justin Carlson back in the top spot. Passing some cars upside down here on this circuit. In USAC, that's an automatic red flag. Here in Smashed Potatoes, we just wave the green flag even harder when that happens. Brett Byron in that number 22 Ford Thunderbird. Looks like an old Mark Martin quality care scheme on that number 22. Tim Terry tries taking him out live on camera. It does not work, though. It's definitely a failed attempt there.
Gonna need some more quality care on this car if that continues up.
Tim, I know the goal of this is to rack up the incident points, but I think you'd be scored a lot higher than 30th if you focused on making the car go left around the racetrack instead of crashing into everyone.
Yeah, car doesn't handle great once the sun came out.
I don't think that's your issue.
The fog went away. It's, you know, it just killed the donkey.
Justin Carlson making it through all of that carnage that Tim is causing there on the front stretch.
Hi, Sal.
So coming up after Smashed Potatoes is going to be the NEP series at North Wilkesboro, bringing some of the trucks to one of NASCAR's most historic speedways. There you see it live on screen. Justin Carlson finally getting spun around on the back straightaway. Still has a one-lap advantage over Ricky Miller, so it's not going to hurt him too bad. Collison making his way down the pit lane, going to get himself a fresh set of wheels. It's just magic how they put the fenders and everything back on the car and get you back out on the racing surface. Denton Woolridge currently in the 5th position, actually battling side by side with Riley Frost for that 5th spot. And he's actually going to make his way up to 4th there. A bunch of cars taken out in the Cardis, but he's going to lose a lap right now to Justin Collison battling side by side down the front straightaway. This looks like an actual race on track here. Justin goes to attack the left rear quarter panel. Not able to get anything done, though. That 56 car is on rails here tonight. I don't even see a scratch on that car. See Tim Terry down the back straightaway trying to cause carnage. And he is able to spin Justin. You were able to get him that time.
I got Sal, too. I got 2 for 1. This one's broke. Oh, there's a big mess in turn 3. You in that one too, Collison?
No, I just slow down and let everybody clear.
Okay. You still winning?
We're still in the lead, buddy. We're still digging.
Okay.
How much longer is even left?
23 minutes.
Yep,
Oh, Lord.
23 minutes left in these smashed potatoes. Currently working lap 99. An estimate of 197 laps are going to be completed here tonight.
I can't believe that just broke my car. I barely touched the guy.
Welcome to iRacing. Yeah, she's a little broke. This place also gripped up a lot too.
Yeah, a lot of rubber
I'm
being
almost
laid
thinking about
down
getting
on the
tires.
track.
I'm almost thinking about next fast repair to get tires, see right sides.
This thing is very broken. Uh-oh. Donkey upside down. Donkey upside down. I'm magical. Thank you. Maybe. Donkey on its side. I'm on my side. Thank you very much.
That exhaust looks fucking stellar, though.
Now I'm up. Now I'm upside down.
Justin Carlson still being scored as your leader.
Oh, he's got a 4-lap lead, too.
Yes, he does. Quentin Carpenter currently in second. Ricky Miller having to pull it off the racetrack with that meatball. Quentin Carpenter also has the meatball flag on that number 122 machine.
Now it's a 5-lap lead.
And Justin Carlson is going to get spun out there at a turn number 2. I believe that one was a self-spin.
Yes, it was.
You should probably avoid doing that.
Yeah, I know. We got some heavy-ass rear-end damage here.
Collison?
Yo,
I would like to report the fog is rolling back in.
I was about to say, it's getting, like, I have no idea. Yeah. Can't say that on stream, but yeah.
Oh, that was good until it wasn't.
Justin Carlson making his way through turn number 3, 6 laps ahead of the rest of the field now. 18 minutes remain in Smashed Potatoes.
Most incident points is Brett Beer on at 220.
What'd you say the record was? 370-ish?
It's like 300 something, I think.
So I don't know if we're on track to beat that tonight.
Might have to open up a window here. We're breaking a sweat.
You still got a 6-lap lead, though.
If I get to 8 laps, I'm definitely getting tires.
You should probably get tires anyway. What's your black for? You're gonna have to come down and serve that. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, we're good, I think. Where's the leader? Can somebody tell me the orientation of the leader right now?
Race leader is going to be Justin Carlson at the midpoint, entering turn number 3 now. Going to make his way through turn number 4 in that top spot. Crossing the start-finish line now. I'm only giving targeting advice here to Tim Terry. Tim currently being scored in the 31st position, 61 laps down. I had to make sure I was reading that correctly.
Oh boy, we just put right sides on. This thing is sticking like snot.
Yeah, this place is gripped up. Top to bottom.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like, I'm running the outside lane and I'm doing the BR line.
Can we move our street stock, please? Thank you.
Would like to apologize for some of the stream issues. Spectrum here in Northeast Ohio is having some kind of issue here tonight. My connection speed is about 1/10 of what it normally is. We have had some severe weather here in the past couple of days, so I feel like that might have something to do with it. But trying our best to get this show out to the masses. Justin Carlson still in the top spot. Regan McCauley 7 laps down, scored 117 laps. Compared to Justin Carlson's 124. 14 minutes, 40 seconds on the board, or remaining left in this race.
There are people on the racetrack that are actually behind me in the standings, so I don't feel as bad.
Yes, Tim, you're currently scored 31st, 58 laps down. You have made up a couple of laps somehow. Behind you is going to be Cash Bridges in that 69 car, 70 laps down. He is going to be 11 laps behind you, only 55 laps scored on that car.
Yeah, I just hooked Josh Langell into the wall. He needs to get better at wrecking people.
His
brother's really good at it on the sim, but he needs to get better at it.
I believe that 69 car is dressed up as the family truckster, which would explain its pace here tonight.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey, buddy! What's going on?
Hey!
Uh-oh.
That broke mine.
Yeah, it kind of broke mine, too. Oh, no, we actually might be able... No, we can't drive it. We got a meatball. Fuck.
That might help Regan McCauley a little bit.
Absolute parking lot here on the back straightaway. I believe every car on track is involved in this mess.
Not me, I'm on pit road.
Well, you have to be on the racetrack to participate.
Just hooked Josh Langell again. Oh, Sal's behind me.
No, I'm not.
No, not anymore. Collison, you pitting again?
Yeah, I just lost the lead, buddy. We had a tow.
Oh, no. Oh, Matt Watson just got me. still turn? It still turns. Look at that. Yes. Let's go.
This might be close. I might be able to come back out here with only down a lap.
Oh, there you go.
Three laps? Oh, we might still have a 2-lap lead.
Might.
Yeah, keyword might on that one.
Justin Collison does still have a 2-lap lead currently in the pits. Justin, how much longer is your toe on that number 29 machine? Oh, it seems to be over. Pulling back out onto the racetrack. Don't get a speeding penalty there.
That was pretty. That was pretty.
Justin Collison is being scored with the black flag.
Yeah, we got a black flag on that one.
Speeding in the pits.
Yep.
Very clearly speeding in the pits. I could tell that from up here in the broadcast booth.
I did not realize that we were in second gear. I thought we were in third.
Yeah, the officials aren't going to believe that either.
They never do. Man, it is getting dark too. Oh god.
Thankfully, South Austin Speedway was one of the first here on the iRacing platform to get lights. So this track is lit up at night.
I think it's broke.
Justin, you keep crashing like that, you're going to lose your lead. Reagan McCauley currently only 1 lap down to you, making his way through turn number 2 right now. His car does look badly damaged, though, in that Sears Kmart machine. Regan making his way down the backstretch right now on the same lap as Justin Collison. You see, Justin, I don't think you're going to beat him out of the pits there. Justin does lose the top spot now, about half the track behind your new race leader, Regan McCauley. Justin, actually, you're still scored the leader. Did you not lose the lead at any point there?
Negative, buddy. I was still in the lead the whole time.
Oh, man. Timing and scoring having some issues here tonight, but Justin, your race leader, he knows where he's at. Looks like 7 minutes remaining here in this edition of Smashed Potatoes. Oh, and going to get hooked down the front straightaway, crossed the line backwards, and nailed in the left rear. Gets the car pointed back in the correct direction.
Regan McCauley's in the pits. Oh, there's a parking lot in one. Smoking a bit, bud. Here, I'll help.
Thanks, buddy. I needed that. We got the pit road. We're good.
Oh, Sal has decided to park it in the trailer. 5 minutes short.
Yep, gotta get in the other lobby. Are you in the NEP league, or do I have to invite you?
I might be in there from before.
Okay, let me double check.
What even is NEP? I've never heard of it. And what are they racing?
Trucks at Wilkesboro.
They
Is it invite only?
Yes.
yeah. You'd
Do
fit
they-
right in with those guys though.
I wouldn't be against trucks at Wilkesboro.
It's a lot of like the Northeast guys. So like a lot of Pass guys, Pennsylvania guys, real world racers, most of them. I don't know who the 18 car is, but he keeps stopping in front of me. Boys, I would like to announce we have broken into the top 30. We are currently P29. Who's the leader? We got 4 minutes left here. Who's the leader?
The 25 car.
25. No, he's second. He's right in front of me, though. I'll help you here if I have to.
25
that'd
car
be called
in that Days of Thunder
Called
themed
race
car.
manipulation.
What?
That'd be called
Oh.
race manipulation, bud.
Maybe. Oh, somebody just killed the 40 car underneath me. Yeah, this one's not turning either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the 25 might actually win this.
Yep. We got a tow, buddy.
I sent you an invite, Tim, but you should be able to just join off of me.
Okay. I mean, technically, I think I still have a broadcaster tag for iRacing, so I should be able to join any session I want to.
Ah. I'll just give you admin once you get in there.
All right.
Good luck, boys.
I need everybody on the 25 car. Let's do this. Oh no, I'm
Why don't you-
gonna lose a
why don't
lot
you-
here.
Why don't you just tell everybody in the session?
Justin Collison now being scored in the 4th position, 3 laps down. 25 car Nick Barrel still your leader. Regan McCauley in that
Where-
64 car is in 2nd currently.
Where's the 25 car?
25 car is making his way through turn number 1 and 2 at this time. Or excuse me, 3 and 4 across the start finish line now.
Oh, that doesn't help me.
I'm sorry. Halfway down the back straightaway, breaking into turn number 3.
Wow. I guess we're gonna wait for him. How did you fall to 4th? Oh, I got him.
Big hit there for the 25 car. Not
Oh,
sure
they got
that's
by.
going to help Justin, though.
Tried. The only race control of the night. We sent the 69 to the pits due to connection issues. Leader's trying to come back out on track. "30 seconds left."
Nick Farrell currently in the pits. Regan McCauley going
Regan
to
McCauley
unlap
just-
himself.
Is Regan going to get himself one here?
By 2.6 seconds. I thought I was gonna catch him in time. that was a good
Wow.
ending there, dude. I'll take it, a P2.
So Justin Collison finishing second, Regan McCauley coming home as your race leader in that number 64 Kmart Sears machine. And I just noticed there's a smiley face in the front of that car. We couldn't see that for most of the night as it was missing for most of the race.
Congratulations, Regan. Thank you guys for coming out. Top 3 to Discord for interviews if you want it. Our next one is Monday. We've got road course and Michigan. We'll let you know the road course when we figure it out. It will be the street stocks. Thank you guys for coming out. If we don't see you then, Merry Christmas.
So Tim, if you want to just pull Regan up into here when he gets here, because we do have NEP after this, and I need to reset and refresh some stuff, try and get it working a little better. So we're only going to interview the winner here tonight.
Yeah, Collison, you don't get an interview tonight.
Sorry, Collison, you were in the booth all night.
Yeah, that's fine. I was in the booth all night. It's all good there.
Justin, are you running NEC or NEP?
No, he didn't get the invite tonight. He's not
Oh,
that good.
oh.
Yeah, I didn't get the invite at all.
Well, here, Justin, while you're here, we can give you a little interview. So, finish second here tonight at the December edition of Smashed Potatoes. Leading for a lot of this race, but unfortunately there at the end, what happened? Who hit you? Who took you out?
I don't know. There was just carnage everywhere, but yeah, that's the problem. You don't want to be leading this thing near the end because guys, they really just put you on their bonus card to hit.
Yeah, it seems like you don't want to be the leader right up until the end. That's exactly what Regan McCauley did. Sat in second the whole time, kept the target on your head, and as soon as you got taken out, he seemed to get you.
I needed one more lap, and I think I would have got him there. I was only able to reel him in about 2 seconds, but that was a close finish, so whatever. Had a good time. Tim, thanks for the host, buddy. As always, I love smashing potatoes.
Thank you, bud.
Hell yeah, well, just waiting for our race winner, Regan McCauley, to hop up here into the broadcast booth.
He's still doing laps. If you want to grab Quentin Carpenter, he's here. He's third.
Yeah, hey, looks like we got Quentin Carpenter here, finishing third here tonight in that, I believe, number 121 machine. What was going through your head all night? This seems to be the craziest race I've ever had the pleasure of trying to broadcast.
Yeah, no, I honestly just tried to survive, run as many laps as I could, be as clean as possible, and be quick in the pits. I know a couple years ago I was way too long, you know, selecting off tires, selecting off fuel every time, and lost a lot of positions that way. So this year I had it a little bit more dialed in and just ran a lot more clean laps.
Yeah, now, we're using some of the new hotkeys that iRacing introduced, I believe, with the new UI that allows you to just use one button click and it takes everything off or turn everything back on.
Yeah, I was using the, there's like, basically like text chat binds and stuff, so I had that hotkey to my wheel, and it saved quite a bit of time compared to, you know, going through it with the black box and trying to click off everything every time you come out of the pits, so that was really good.
Well, it seemed to work for you here tonight, and I got one more question. How many incident points did you finish this race with?
I don't even think I checked. In the middle, I think it was at around 150 or so. So I would imagine I'm well over 200.
Those are rookie numbers. Tim was telling me the record is over 300 for this one, so relatively clean smashed potatoes here for you.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Incident count tonight. Your winner's Brett Beer on at 310.
310 incident points. That would drop your safety rating from, I believe, an A499 all the way back down the rookies. I know you can't go back in the rookies, but I think that might do it.
It's 56 more, by the way, than Martin Landry in second.
Tim, how many did you have? You seem to have the goal of crashing into everyone here tonight.
I was sixth. I had 242. I was almost at second. Almost got second tonight. I will wait a couple of more moments for Regan, though. Quentin, who do you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents, my girlfriend and stuff for being supportive, especially my girlfriend for letting me have this kind of rig just sitting in our apartment. You know, everyone from Carl Agri Solutions, Kobe Basics and stuff that puts sponsors on my car, and yeah, all the rest of my family and friends.
Second top 5 of the season. Congratulations.
Thanks. No, thanks for putting on. This is awesome. I really enjoy racing with you guys, and look forward to keep on going next year.
Absolutely. We are still waiting to see if we get a Regan McCauley, but I know we're getting ready for NEPs. I know you're busy with this, Bizzle, because you're broadcasting it. I apparently am race directing it tonight, and I got to find the session anyway. So, yeah. Regan McCauley, first win with us on TCM, so congratulations to him. Thank you for everybody for coming out. And we will see you on Monday. We have the Street Stock Double we usually do before Christmas, so it'll be a road course. We're thinking it's probably going to be either Summit Point or Lime Rock like it was last year. And then the Oval will do 20 laps at Michigan. So that'll be fun with the Street Stocks. Gives everybody else a little opportunity to get out and have some fun before Christmas. But that will do it. I'm sure Bizzle's going to take a little bit of a break on the stream and come back. It is NEPS night in America, first of 2 on the weekend, or the week, North Wilkesboro, coming up next.
Oh yeah, excited to get to it. We're going to throw up the splash screen here. We're going to reset some of our programs and get on over there to the NEP series. To our viewers currently watching, if the connection issues continue on through the night, this race will be recorded, so recorded in full high quality, and it will be posted before race number 2 tomorrow. So we're going to try and do it live here, but if the issues continue, we'll make sure we got a nice, pretty broadcast for you to watch tomorrow before the Thursday night edition of NEP. So we're going to hop off air for a few minutes, and stream will stay up, so stay tuned in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to VidaneTV after our short little break from Smashed Potatoes. Here we've got the NEP Truck Series here at North Wilkesboro, one of my all-time favorite tracks, one of the most historic tracks in NASCAR. You see the field starting to roll away. Kenny Kibbe going to be on the top spot. John Miller starting second. Evan Below in third. Brent Roy starting on the outside in the fourth position. Steve Daddio going to be fifth. Jason Ricker sixth. Starting number 7 is going to be the 09 car of John Peters. To his outside is going to be the 46 of Ryan Libby. Joe Dwyron starting 9th, and Austin Volk starting in the 10th position. Pace car still out there. 11th going to be Dan Winter in the number 81 machine. In the number 14 truck is going to be Zane Farrell starting 12th. 13 is going to be Jeffrey Bradway. 14th, Corey Casagrande. 15th, Dale Glester. 16th, Scott McDonald. 17th is going to be Cody LeBlanc. 18th going to be Colby Bocolder. 19th is going to be Ryan Salvatore. 20th is Jeffrey Brown. Ryan Messer, Brian Sharp, and Adam Henry make up the rest of the field here tonight. Joining me in the booth is going to be Aaron Creed. Pace car making its way into turn number 3, getting ready to take the hard left turn off the racing surface for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and it's good to be back. This is my first time in about a month since we've gone racing, and it looks like we're going to go another pace lap here.
I don't think I've ever seen 3 pace laps before.
Well, they're just saluting the fans that came out here to not South Wilkesboro, not West Wilkesboro, not Wilkesboro, but North Wilkesboro, a legendary track. And we're here in the Tar Heel State for a twofer this week. We're going to be racing tomorrow night as well. Kenny Kibbe has been the one to beat lately. He just won at Vegas, our most recent race, a couple weeks ago. But a great front row start for Johnny Miller, looking for his first NEP win. I don't know if it's ever, but in a very long time. So we'll see if he can keep it up there. He's got some hungry drivers behind him. Now the pace car comes down, and we're getting going for 125 laps of racing.
So Kenny Kibbe currently in the lead in that number 4 truck. Oh, a little bit of carnage going on behind him.
Yeah, did they get straightened out though? It looked like John Peters got a little loose there in the 09, and he slowed down a little, and it looks like we are going to bring out the yellow. I know we were going to be a little bit, we're going to try not to throw the yellow too much if there weren't too many issues. If it was a one truck spin, we'd be keeping things going, but it looks like, yeah, there's Jeffrey Bradway, and I think I just saw Steven Daddio spawn.
Yeah, looks like a bunch of carnage there. Big damage on the 13. 13 is going to be scored with a meatball flag right now. The meatball flag means you got to bring your truck down pit lane and fix it, because that pile is not going to be allowed on the racetrack.
Oh, we're using those road racing terms today, aren't we? But yeah, Jeffrey Bradway and Steve Daddio, both of them taking a pretty early hit there, and that's going to be a long way for both of them are in the top 5 in the standings right now, as adjusted with drops now. Kenny Kibbe leads by 14 points over Ryan Messer. Steven Daddio, though, is in 3rd with 1 win this season. Dale Glessner is 4th, and then Bradway is tied for 5th with Jason Ricker. So they're going to have an uphill battle here, but we still got 121, probably a little bit less than that when we go back to green to go. And yeah, there's still a lot of time to sort things out.
Yeah, 125 laps total around the North Wilkesboro Speedway. One of the most historic tracks in NASCAR. It's been revived here for the 2025 season, 2025 season race, I think was the first year on the new pavement. This scan on iRacing, though, is the old version. The version that left set untouched since the mid-90s. So this is some bumpy asphalt here. You see the old, they call it the NASCAR Cup Series because they can't use tobacco advertising. I'm not sure we can either here on the YouTube platform, so we'll still call it the NASCAR Cup Series, but they're red and white colors strung all along the wall of this historic speedway.
Yeah, it's what everyone universally knows it as anyways. But yeah, a lot of other cool signage, the old Holly Farms logos, the old scoreboard there that I know has been revitalized in recent time. And yeah, the Goodyear signage, everything about North Wilkesboro Speedway, really cool. They've kept it pretty much the same, even though they've made some improvements. But But yeah, it's still the North Wilkesboro of old for the most part.
Yeah, it's like if you're a baseball fan, Wrigley Field is one of those stadiums you got to get out to. It's just everything it used to be. They haven't changed anything. The scoreboard is still flipped by hand. There's nothing digital about it. So it just brings the joy of a time before cell phones and TikTok.
That's for sure. But we're going to get ready to go back to green here momentarily. See if Kenny Kibbe can keep that lead going. He's going to bring them back to green. And John Miller, he was slow on the restart there and got punted there. I don't know if he kept it clean there, and we're going to go back and continue under green. It looks like that's going to be the case.
Looks like the yellow flag came out. Little jumpy on the button there. Tim Terry stepping in his race control tonight. We can make a little fun of Tim there. It looks like they're still under pace and currently scored 7 laps on the board, so it looks like my timing and scoring graphic having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, so we got Kenny Kibbe still out front, and yeah, I wasn't sure if we had like a repeat of the Snowball Derby the other week, if Kenny Kibbe was trying to pull a Ty Majeski there, but we'll let you all debate that. And right now he maintains the top spot, no penalty or anything like that. Brent Roy runs in second. And third is Jason Ricker at the moment, with John Peters hot on his tailgate.
Doing a little refresh of the graphics software. Seems like it had a little hiccup under the caution flag. It did the first 6 laps absolutely flawlessly, though. If you've been tuned along since Smashed Potatoes, having some trouble here with the graphics software, but nothing we can't iron out. As Paul always says, screw it, we're doing it live.
I've heard someone else say that before too, but yeah, Paul, I like to acknowledge that to Paul as well. And maybe he'll be able to join us later in the evening. I know that he's hungry to catch some NEP action once again after a couple weeks off. And I believe he'll be here next tomorrow. But I see we got another yellow flag as the pace car. Otherwise, I don't think the pace car will be coming out to race with these guys.
I had a little heart attack there because when I refired the timing graphic, it still showed up in yellow. And I'm like, oh my goodness, is it going to be stuck in caution for the whole night? But no, unfortunately, we did have another incident here on the speedway. See if we could back it up, see who was involved in that. Seeing a meatball flag for Colby Bulkholder. Let's dial it back 20 seconds and see what happened to that number 29 truck. If we can get the replay software to work.
Yeah, we see him sitting on pit road right now, getting some
there we go.
Damage repaired. Here we are. Running side by side with Joey Dwyer in at the time.
Oh, just the truck snapped out of him.
Yeah, that's strange that occurred. Everyone able to avoid him, though. Great driving by those behind him. It did look like he kind of came up on some not slower trucks, but it seems like some kind of got off the gas there when that occurred. He was approaching, I think that's Dale Glessner in the 10. Well, he scored as the number 10. It looks like a number 1.
Yeah, it looks like the truck was all kind of upset on the brakes, and
yeah, and then I don't know if it snapped right when he got on the brakes there, but that's definitely gonna take a hit there in the running order for Colby Burkholder. Hopefully, you'll be able to get back out there for the remainder of this race.
So lights are still on the iRacing pace car.
Yeah, and we've got some notes to. This is the 3rd NEP race at North Wilkesboro. Previous winners were kept Evan Boyer in season 6, which I believe was last season, so he's the defending winner. And then Cale Gale of ARCA and NASCAR Truck Series fame was the winner in season 2 when we raced ARCA cars. That was a little before my time, but last year it was a controversial finish between Boyer and Kibbe, wrecking at the line. But you know, when that kind of stuff happens in your highlight reels, it's going to be a barn burner when we go racing again.
So lights are out on the pace car. We're going to take the hard left turn down into pit lane.
And another great start for Kenny Kibbe. Brent Roy was able to get through the gears a little smoother than we saw John Miller was able to last time. And we see Kibby's able to clear Brent Roy, though, but Roy's really tracking him down this time. And now he's going to peek to the outside. John Peters up to third, too. Zane Farrell sneaking in there into the top 5, battling the outside of Jason Ricker for 4th. There you see Zane Farrell in the 14, the Tonka truck. He's had a pretty good season so far. He's down to 8th in points, but he's finished in the top 10 in all 5 of his starts this season. Been very consistent, and looks like he's having another solid run there in the 14 truck. So a lot of things going on here. We've got some storylines. One thing is Kenny Kibbe. We got to keep watching him. He's led 996 laps in his NEP career, and actually, well, he's already surpassed that. He needed only 4 laps to be the second driver to 1,000 laps led. John Peters is the other one. Kibbe's got a little bit ways to go to catch John Peters. John has a 2,230 laps led.
Carnage there in the back of your screen.
Yeah. So that's going to bring out the caution yet again. No single car spins today. We've had some multi-car incidents for sure in this one, and that was almost a calamity there outside of turn 4. There's Austin Belke in the 24. He's already on pit road. You see the crew members just kind of looking to see what the heck they can do to that truck to get it fixed.
Looks like everyone just stacked up in front of him. Oh, straight into the attenuator.
Yeah, that's not good. Dale Glessner in that 10, and then also the 1 of Ryan Messer. Looked like it kind of started when Glessner checked up there, and he might have been checking up for someone else. Couldn't really see what was in front of him, but yeah, that's really going to set up one of those kind of multi-car altercations for sure.
So currently 21 laps scored in the books, 125 laps total. So approaching the 1/5 mark of this race here at North Wilkes-Barre. Laps ticking by very quickly.
It's still a long way to go. I don't think we're going to see any pit stops just yet. They do get 2 extra sets of tires for this abrasive surface and aged surface. 75% fuels, which means a maximum of approximately 100 green flag laps. So they will have to pit at least once.
Well, if they can go
not really an issue.
100 green flag laps on that tank, that means we're approaching the pit window opening.
Yeah, that's for sure. Arsal gave us some keys to the race tonight. Kind of 2 options potentially. 1 stop with getting some track position, or 2 stops and fighting through the field. So we'll see if everyone. I mean, with all these cautions, we might have the opportunity for everyone just to come down twice and take on new rubber when they need to, and not really gamble on track position. But there's some that might stay out. Tires could be a big story here before too long.
Yeah, very abrasive track surface. This is before the repave, so this is an old scan of North Wilkes-Barre, so it's going to chew up the tires.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll have to see how this all kind of works itself out as we continue on. So far, it's been all Kenny Kibbe out front. Brent Roy he did challenge him for a little bit when we were on that brief green flag run that last time. So we'll have to see what happens here. Brent Roy running in second right now. He does drift a little high. Zane Farrell and John Peters battling for the 3rd spot at the moment, as we are now officially 25 laps into this race. Peters running in 3rd, and I know there's another milestone that was we were talking about, I think it was incident points. He had some career high incident points at Las Vegas the last time out. So that's very uncharacteristic of John Peters for sure, but right now he gives up that 3rd spot, and Zane Farrell moving into the 2nd spot. He goes under Brent Roy. Actually, he's not going to move into 2nd just yet. Brent Roy fighting back on the outside in that Flow Racing number 26. And he's going to continue in the second spot for the time being. But Zane Farrell really hungry to potentially get a win out here. It's been a little while since he's won an NEP event.
Yeah, Zane Farrell tracking right behind Brent Roy and Kenny Kibbe. Has the 09 and John Peters sneaking around behind, but not able to get anything done. You see, he takes a look to the outside there in turn number 1, but doesn't make anything of it. Gets a little loose getting on the gas there, too.
Yeah, that was a bit loose there. And you see, there's a lot of momentum involved here at North Wilkesboro, and he lost a few car lanes, or truck lanes, I guess you could say, on the 26 of Brent Roy. For that second spot, but he's going to try to make up that ground once again, as we see John Peters riding in 4th, Jason Ricker 5th, and I believe that's Evan Boyer running in the 6th spot. Yep, you're defending North Wilkesboro Victor, the 56 of Evan Boyer, and riding behind him is that green truck, which I'm trying to remember who that is. I think that's Ryan Libby, having a pretty good run in the 46.
That is going to be Ryan Libby there in the number 46 truck. Performance Lubricants on the side of that machine.
He's kind of had a struggle to start the season. A couple top 5s in 5 starts, but kind of mired back in 13th in the standings. And speaking of which, John Peters, the multi-time champ, is way back in 12th in points at the moment. So some of these drivers going to try to make I guess we're still in the first half of the season, but trying to make a later season run on things. Cody LeBlanc having a good run there in the number 7 there behind the 46 of Ryan Libby. A good top 10 run for him. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it tonight. I know he said Wednesday night's hockey night in the Discord, so good to see him make it back home and running there also with the other number 7 of Cody LeBlanc. And that's, you think you'd see 777s like you're in Vegas or something, but that's actually the 73D behind Cas Grande. That's Joey Dwyer, and it looks like we're under yellow once again.
Yeah, trying to browse through, see what happened. Looks like Scott McDonald was driving slowly. And yep, there it is. Gets spun down the front straightaway. Does loop it all the way back around, though.
Yeah. Once again, everyone did a pretty good job of avoiding him. I know he went right across the front of, I couldn't tell what truck that was. We have a lot of folks running a black paint scheme this year, so it's hard to tell. It's sometimes like you see in late model racing, they always go with the black wrap, but I think that's Ryan Messer that he spun across the nose of, and Messer's able to keep on going. Luckily, he's got some work to do as well. Currently in second in points with a win and a couple poles this season, and he's had a couple near misses too. Or actually, yeah, I guess you could say that. And we got trucks down pit road now. I saw Cody LeBlanc and Scott McDonald and a few of them, but Kenny Kibbe, the leader, staying out on the track at the moment.
So lights are still on the iRacing pace car, hoping to see those flip off here as they cross the stripe. Not going to, as we still have trucks leaving the pit lane.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to hinder anyone's night, so we're not going to do like a quickie yellow. We're going to let them double up and stuff here and let everyone join the back of the field. So Kenny Kibbe, Brent Roy, once again going to make up the front row. Sponsor driver for tonight's actually not in the field. It's 1729 Designs Keith Lord, not here in this evening. So the sponsor driver, I guess they announced would actually be Zane Farrell instead, since Keith can't be here. But the over/under in the NEP bets is Zane Farrell with a 9.5, and hopefully Paul, even though he wasn't able to make it tonight, put in his NEP bets because he's the current NEP bets championship leader. Which there's little fun little bets if you go into NEP bets and kind of bet on, they have some over-unders and things, some fun little side bets and things like that. It's all in fun, and the winner at the end of the season gets a little prize if I remember correctly. So going back to green, Kenny Kibbe, Brent Roy, on the front row. Brent Roy got a great restart that time. He might be able to clear Kenny Kibbe.
Not quite clear just yet. Now he is entering turn number 3. He's going to have the advantage, and the 09 truck of John Peters trying to make a dive on the high side.
Yeah, so that one, I don't know if that, they caught Kenny Kibbe sleeping on a very rare occasion that occurs. But Kenny Kibbe might slip to 3rd here. And we have a new leader, Brent Roy, who's looking for his first victory of the season. Currently well back in the standings. I'm looking to see where he is. Yeah, Brent's missed a couple races so far this year, and that's why he's actually in 25th in the standings. Has led more than 100 laps, but only 1 pole and no wins to account for so far this season. So he's really looking to rebound, and right now he's doing a great job in that 26 truck.
Yep. 40 laps down, still 125 laps the distance of this race.
Yeah, and we have a long way to go. Still a lot of things to be settled. I'm sure we already, from the start of this race, we might have some discussions after the checkered flag, but that's what happens when you're short track racing. You know, we don't always make friends when we're doing some short track racing.
I have made some of my best friends at the short track, but definitely not on the track surface. That happens in the pits.
Yes, for sure. I can agree with that. But right now, most of these guys, they're all, I mean, obviously, we wouldn't have the league if everyone didn't get along. So we have everyone pretty much doing what they can right now, running towards the front. Zane Farrell using that outside yet again. Yeah, so we still have a long way to go. We were talking about how people not getting along and stuff. I know there was some, I wasn't in Vegas, but we had some disagreements and things, and I think one of the bets might have been if Mike Hopkins was going to show up or not today, and I don't see him in the field in that 78 truck, which is a rarity in the NEP league. So I don't think he's among the 25 trucks that are in the field tonight. Farrell actually slipping back now. That outside was working for him, but now we see things kind of changing. Evan Boyer going to the inside, and now Dale Glessner is going to follow or attempt to.
Yeah, running in the daytime here, this track gets very hot in the state of North Carolina, and that high side is starting to fall away. Very low-line dominant track here tonight.
Yeah, and I think that was part of the discussion too. I thought that the plan was going to be that we were going to run the at night, but things kind of switched up there. So yeah, it makes for some different, it kind of keeps everyone on their toes. Well, and right now we see...
I am not sure if North Wilkesboro has lights, at least this rendition of North Wilkesboro. I don't believe there is lights, because the initial session that was put up tonight was for nighttime, and they might have discovered that, hey, you can't see a darn thing around the speedway.
Yeah, that certainly could be possible. But yeah, right now we're kind of working things out, and it looks like things are going well for some of these folks, and things are not going well for some others. So right now, again, Zane Farrell kind of drifting back there, and I think that's Joey Dwyer going to the inside, who had a couple short track wins last season. Here. Yeah, Cody LeBlanc and Joey Dwyer making a little side-to-side contact there, and they all gather it back up. This is our longest green flag run we've had so far. I don't want to jinx it, but, but here we are. Yeah, we're having some good mid-pack battles. So once again, we see the 7s, I guess that's the 7 NH and the 73D battling for position. If you look closely, there's a little 3D on the side of that number 7. So Joey Dwyer running the scheme that he typically runs when he runs up in New England and elsewhere. I know he ventured out to Michigan this past summer and raced out there at Berlin Raceway. So Joey Dwyer doing his thing. He's still got the O biscuits on the back of it. With the last year ran the Bluey scheme, but he's got one that's closer to what his super late model is, and he's doing a good job once again, running well inside the top 10.
Yeah, Ryan Messer now makes his way up to the top spot in that number 1 MC Hammer car. No one can touch this.
Yeah, that's actually one of his real life sponsors. I don't know the background of it, but it's always kind of cool to see MC Hammer on the back of that truck. And Ryan Messer came out of nowhere. Can't remember if he was one of them that pitted, but he just kind of, I know he was involved in that mishap a little earlier where I think it was Scott McDonald spun off the nose of him, and Messer has just launched towards the lead ever since.
He snuck up on me taking that lead. Usually there's something that flashes here on my right monitor whenever there's a lead change or the battle starts getting closer to the lead, and I completely missed it. Because when we were talking about those 7 cars, I saw Ryan Messer drive through that. So not a lot of time did it take him to get up from the 7th ace position all the way to the top spot.
And if you were wondering, MC Hammer Incorporated, they do new construction, renovations, and additions, kind of an excavating, skid steer, dump truck services in Harvey Station, New Brunswick. So that answers your question. I mean, with a business named MC Hammer, I'm sure you don't forget that.
No, and I'm not sure if we could play the song here on YouTube, but I'm sure the song plays in your head every time you think of MC Hammer.
I think that's, I mean, right now, we might have to use something else when he gets towards the end, and if he's still running up front, might have to say he's too legit to quit. I think that's another MC Hammer song, but side-by-side battle going really well here from a couple past champions, Kenny Kibbe and John Peters dueling for that 3rd spot in the 4 and the 09. Jason Ricker kind of sitting back there in the 5th spot. He's had a couple good runs this season, including a podium result not too long ago. He's got 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s in 5 starts. So we're going to continue to see some of these guys battling it out. Cody LeBlanc's lost a little bit of ground, but he's kind of battling Zane Farrell in his silver hubs that he's got on that number 14.
Yeah,
always cool to see the colored hubs.
He had a big moment there about a lap and a half ago, getting super sideways off turn number 2, had to drive it through the grass, lost a couple spots, but kept the nose clean, and he's back out there currently fighting for the 9th position.
Yeah, definitely one of those to watch all the time when we come to these races, and doing it again right now in that number 14. But once again, look at this battle between Kenny Kibbe and John Peters. Neither one is giving an inch right now as they battle for position. They're losing some ground to the top 2 at the moment, but as we continue under green, we've really clicked off a lot of laps now that I think we're actually nearing halfway.
We just crossed the halfway point.
Wow. So yeah, once we actually, and again, another one of those things you see at short tracks, once they get a green flag run in, they really click off those laps really quickly. And then sometimes things go awry and we see one yellow after another. So hopefully we got our yellow fever out of the way and we're having a great run now. But yeah, if we continue under green for quite a while, we might end up seeing some green flag pit stops before we're done.
I don't know that we will. A lot of trucks took tires, took fuel at that 30 or so lap caution, which by your math kind of puts them past the checkered flag. So I don't think anyone's going to require a pit stop, but with the tire fall off, it might be wise just to swing down pit lane, put a fresh set of Goodyears on the truck, and get back out there.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens. Yeah, that's really gonna stretch things for some of those that haven't taken tires, like Kenny Kibbe hasn't been in at all, and it's kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of showing. I mean, he's back to 3rd, which isn't too bad, and another side-by-side battle. A lot of great side-by-side racing as Dale Glessner and Johnny Miller battle. Miller started outside front row, but fell back pretty early, and he's trying to make his way back up through the field.
Yeah, Ryan Messer, your top car that has been down the pit lane, but then the next 3 cars have not been in the pits. The next car that has taken tires is going to be Joe Dwyron in the 5th position. So tires not mattering so much, but we might see Joe Dwyron start passing some of these cars once the tires really start to hit the cliff.
Yeah, and I think he's kind of begun to do that already. He's gotten by Jason Ricker, that was for 5th, and now he's catching up to John Peters. well inside the top 5 here, as Kibbe has been able to pull away from Peters after their side-by-side battle for numerous laps. So, yeah, we'll have to see how this all works out, as we see Joey Dwyron continuing on in the top 5, and we're going to get towards some lap traffic now that we've had this long green flag run. Jeffrey Brown moving out of the way there for the leader, Ryan Messer.
Jeffrey Brown, actually the first car going a lap down. It's taken this long to get lap down cars that haven't been involved in a wreck. And other than Jeffrey Brown, there's only 3 other cars that are 1 lap down or more. Austin Bowe, currently 51 laps down, has been in the pit lane for the last 19 minutes. Jeffrey Bradway currently scored 22nd, 66 laps down in the pits for 26 minutes. And Colby Burkholder scored at the tail end of the field, 73 laps down. Which I'm not sure how you end up 73 laps down when the leader's only on lap 71, but that's what my timing and touring software says, so I'm going to go with it.
He did have an early exit, but I don't know if it was that early, and I don't think we penalized him or anything like that. So we'll have to go and check those figures at the end of everything. But yeah, definitely an early exit for Colby Burkholder. Tough break when he that truck just veered to the right in that earlier mishap. But Ryan Messer is out there all by himself now, out front in that number 1 truck, and we see he continues to click off some laps. We're less than 50 to go this time by. So we see the battle for second. Kenny Kibbe has kind of gotten another head of steam here as kind of a second wind to that number 4 truck during this long green flag run, and he's closing in on Brent Roy. Kibbe is one of those guys that's smart when it comes to saving tires and saving your equipment for the end. He's definitely been in good form this season. He missed the season opener at Daytona. He ran the duels, but then couldn't make it back for the main event. And ever since, though, he's been clicking off top finishes and has 3 wins, and finished second here last season. So Kenny Kibbe, once again, with the favorites, just doing such a great job in that number 4 truck.
Yes, now fighting side by side with Brent Roy. You saw him earlier on. He falling back a little bit, like you said. He was saving his tires, and now it's time to burn him up. If you got him, send him.
That's right. Yeah, that's definitely the opportunity to do that now, as we see they're continuing to click off laps, and this thing's going to be over right before we know it. I actually attended a 125 lap late model race back in November in Tucson, and that went green to checkered without a yellow, and it wrapped up in about, I think it was about 36 minutes or something like that. It was crazy. So it's not every day you see stuff like that.
My craziest short track experience, I went to Little 500 a couple years ago, and it was like lap 120-ish, and I was like, I should go get a beer. And in the time it took me to walk down the grandstands, go to the beer truck that didn't have very many people in line, grab my beer and come back up, they were already working at lap 225.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I had the opportunity to attend the Little 500 a few years ago. I guess it was actually almost 10 years ago now. Time just flies, but I did that the night before the Indy 500, and man, that's quite a show. They start them 3 wide, and next thing you know, 500 laps are complete. It's insane. But right now we got Kenny Kibbe, Brent Roy continuing to battle for that second spot.
Yeah, I think these trucks have been side by side for the last 15 laps, and that's going to wear some tires, and more importantly, that's put these guys almost 3 seconds behind Ryan Messer in the top spot.
But it goes to show how experienced these two are, though, and just being able to give each other the room where they can race side by side. They are going to come up on the lap truck of Jeff Brown here momentarily, so I don't know. They might have to get single file here, but nope. Brown's going to pull far to the inside, get out of their way, and let them continue this battle for second. Brent Roy looks like he's going to get the slight advantage there in the 26 truck, but Kenny Kibbe fighting back. And both of them, yeah, like you said, they're going to have to do some work to get up to Ryan Messer here in the lead. if we continue on under green as we're approaching about 40 laps remaining. We're getting into the closing stages of this one.
Yeah, not a lot of time left to make some moves, and without a caution, I don't think these guys are going to catch Ryan Messer. I don't think anyone's going to catch Ryan Messer at this point.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see, like, yeah, like if you pit under green here, your day's done, especially if some don't pit. So, man, if we continue under green like we have, these guys are really going to continue having to conserve and walk and slip around in these tires. And I think, is that Ryan Messer they're catching, or is that Dale Glessner?
I believe that's Dale Glessner.
Yes, and there's no MC Hammer on the back of that truck. So here's...
Nope, they can touch that one.
Okay, so yeah, they're approaching some lap trucks and whatnot, but yeah, like you said, just goes to show once again how competitive this field is, as we continue to see. Oh, something's happening here, as we see. Oh, are we slowing down for a yellow?
Yep, yellow flag is out.
Yeah. I thought there was an issue with Brent Roy there as he backed off there, but yeah, we do have the yellow out for the first time in quite some time. Ooh.
Big shunt there for Adam Henry.
Yeah, Adam Henry. Zane Farrell was a little quicker approaching the corner and caught Adam Henry a little too quick, may have misjudged that. So tough break there for Adam Henry in the 62, and maybe for Zane Farrell as well. Yeah, we see that. Look at he just closed right in on the 62 there and got into the back. A couple Jennerstown racers in past years. Not in the same division. Zane raced modifieds, but not the same years that Adam Henry did, I don't think. But here we come down pit road. Now it's time for everyone to pit. Now you're going to get those fresh sneakers and make a run for it at the end of this race.
Ryan Messer leaving the pit lane in first. It doesn't look like anyone got by him. Looks like every truck out there actually stopped down in the pit. So everyone wanted fresh sneakers on their truck.
Oh yeah, I don't blame them. And it would have been neat to see how they all slide around here going to the checkered, but not going to be the case, as we're going to have 30-some laps to go when we go back to green, as we continue on with things. So still a little ways to go to settle things here at North Wilkesboro, and we'll continue things on here with the 1729 Designs race night at North Wilkesboro Speedway, as we continue to see. There's been a few different racers that we thought they'd been able to get out front and dominate this thing, but then things changed. Kenny Kibbe was the one that we thought was the truck to beat. Then Brent Roy got out in front, and then Ryan Messer came out of nowhere and got out in front. So the New Brunswick racers, they're going to get out onto the front row here for the restart. Ryan Messer and Brent Roy. Then it's Michigan's Kenny Kibbe, and then it looks like Maine's Evan Boyer going to restart in fourth. I believe that's Joey Dwyron in fifth and John Peters in sixth.
So the non-denominational pace car are going to make the hard left turn down into pit road. It's going to be Ryan Messer, Brent Roy on the top row. See if we get another jump start. Nope, that one's going to be perfectly in the box. Big sliding there in the back, though. That's going to be Joe Dwyer and Brinkley taking most of the field out. They're still wrecking behind.
Yeah, Ryan Libby, one of them involved Dan Winter in the 81. And Libby, he's the top driver in points that has not led a lap this season, and it looks like that shutout is going to continue, as he's really going to have his work cut out for him as we go green. It looks like it was Joey Dwyron that got very loose on that restart, bottled up everyone, and then gets into the side of Ryan Libby. Jason Ricker getting some contact and goes a little airborne.
Yeah, and they're still wrecking, still piling in, still sliding. Parking lot in turn number 1.
We see Brian Shipp getting by in the 48. Was got to commend him and his yellow wheels there.
Not a lot of damage to these trucks, though. Thankfully, not moving very fast when they all decided to pile into each other.
Yeah, but it always seems it's always funny when we have those kinds of restart wrecks in virtual and in real racing, how much it can potentially tear up still with like just a minor what you think is a fender bender. But I mean, you see it all day in everyday traffic when there's fender benders. So and it crunches up passenger cars. So it can do a number on these trucks still. I'm not sure why Ryan Libby is out front there in the 46. I don't know if he lost a lap there. That doesn't seem quite right, as the 46 there was involved in that last wreck. I did see Stephen Daddio came down pit road. He's been a bit quiet since the start of the race when he got involved in a mishap. And Daddio's still trying to climb his way back up. Maybe some fresh rubber and adjustments will help him in the 99 truck. Already a winner this season, if I remember correctly. Yes, he has a win this season, and past champion in NEP. So we'll see what happens here. The race director is going to have to... So Libby must have fallen a lap down in that process. That's why he was up there to get the lucky dog free pass, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to be, once again, Messer and Brent Roy making up the front row, and we're going to have about 3 laps remaining when we go back to green.
So second time's a charm. Hopefully no one spins the tires. Got a little bit of heat in them. Got about half a heat cycle on the last restart. And everyone gets away much cleaner that time.
Yeah, Ryan Messer getting out to the front, and Brent Roy, not a great restart for him. He's got both Evan Boyer and Kenny Kibbe at his back tailgate there. Ryan Messer's going to pull ahead a couple truck lengths and see if he can ride off into the sunset. So we see Messer going for his second victory of the 2025-26 season. And these races this week will be our last races for the 2025 calendar year, as we'll take a break, a couple weeks I think it is, for Christmas and New Year's, of course. And then we'll resume. I think we're around the rest of the month of January when we resume, starting on January 8th and then all the way through the 29th. So still a lot of racing to go in the NEP season. We run through March, and yeah, so if you have some friends that know some of these guys or just like to watch some virtual racing, let them know, because we always have a good time on Thursday nights when we're not celebrating a holiday. So Ryan Messer still keeping that lead, only to about a couple truck lengths over Brent Roy. Roy's still keeping Messer in sight. So we'll see how things go down the stretch here.
Yeah, going to be single file through most of the pack. Got to look back to John Peters to see a gap of less than 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, for sure. And you see battle behind them. Donnie Miller started, like we said, started outside front row. He's moved his way, closing back in on a top 5 spot. He gets by Cody LeBlanc and Zane Farrell. Here comes Corey Casagrande. We haven't talked much about him in that 7CT, but he's now inside the top 10 and battling it out and using that outside line. I see Adam Henry, who was just involved in the last yellow, is up there, or a couple of yellows ago, is up there as well.
John Peters now making the pass on Evan Ballou.
Yeah, John Peters making his run. Evan Boyer finished one last time out here at North Wilkesboro, but doesn't seem to have the truck that's capable of winning. You never know what can happen, though, down the stretch here as the laps continue to wind down. As we see right now, though, Boyer losing ground on John Peters, Johnny Miller, and there we see this gaggle of trucks continuing to battle. Adam Henry gets real close to that, I think that was the 9 truck of Jason Recker, as they continue to battle for position. Zane Farrell marching inside of Cody LeBlanc and going to try to pick up another spot.
Yeah, right now Ryan Messer running away from the rest of the field. This is his race to lose here tonight. But we're going to keep the camera on this whole group of trucks because they're frankly racing like it's a short track.
Yeah, right now we have yeah, a lot going on right now, and we've had some competitive racing once we've been able to get into these long green flag runs. So I'm glad we've been able to kind of sort things out as we've gone along. And we always know cautions breed cautions, but love to see this kind of racing. And we see Jason Ricker getting really loose. I don't know if that looks like he's able to gather it back up, but he's going to lose a couple spots here. Scott McDonald and Steve Daddio battling him now.
Yeah, Jason Ricker still looks like he's got a pretty loose race truck, but gonna be under caution once again. Ryan Libby may have crashed, and damn right, it does look like he crashed.
Yeah, he sure did. He's doing a little ice skating there.
Oh man, that truck just got way loose on him, hit that outside wall, and frankly, it's not pointed the correct direction.
No, it certainly is not. I think we even see some movement there in that race truck. I don't know if that's a movement of frustration or just trying to get that truck righted in the right direction. So I know he's had a frustrating night for sure in that Libby's Garage number 46.
Just snapped around so quickly on him.
That it did.
Watch this from the in-car. Just absolutely nothing you could do there. Just on the brakes, things spun around on him. Ended up parking it against that outside wall. So, in the pit lane right now for Ryan Libby. See a bunch of trucks making their way down the pit lane, but one of them is not Ryan Messer, choosing to stay out front, keep the track position. Nobody can touch him where he is. Why does he need to take tires?
Yeah, we see most of the front runners. It's a good call for some of those mid-pack trucks, though, for sure. I mean, what do you have to lose with only 17 laps remaining? If you're not where you want to be, why not go for some kind of a, I don't know if it's a Hail Mary just yet, but some kind of move like that.
I think it is a Hail Mary. Put some fresh sneakers on the truck and try and claw back as many spots as you could possibly get. If you can turn this from being a 15th kind of a cruddy day to sneaking your way into the top 10, I'd call that a win.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what can happen here, and we're going to probably double them up this time and we're going to have, I think, 15 laps remaining. So not too much longer to go in this one. Ryan Messer and Brent Roy once again bringing up the front row. So some more moments of suspense before we cut them loose for possibly the last restart of the night. We shall see. And there we are, Ryan Messer getting out to the front. And look at Kenny Kibbe on the inside. He gets a great restart, follows Ryan Messer right there, and he's trying to get by Brent Roy for second. And there you see Evan Boyer running in fourth, so he might not be done just yet. And we'll have to see if any of these drivers that are on fresh tires can march through the field here and make a last late race dash. But right now, it's Ryan Messer out front, all Ryan Messer. He still has 12 more circuits to hit all his marks and get things done. Brent Roy has cleared Kenny Kibbe for second, and now Evan Boyer to the outside for third.
Yeah, hard battle right here between Kenny Kibbe and Evan Boyer. These two trucks still side by side, not giving an inch, as we're going to be approaching 10 laps remaining in this one.
Yeah, we're really working things out here, and still a lot to be decided, though, for sure. As
well, big slide there for Brent Roy.
Well, yeah, definitely. And again, that's a little bit of a momentum killer. Now look how much Kenny Kibbe is right on his tail, and how Boyer is trying to find a way by as well, and how much ground they have lost to the leader, Ryan Messer. Zane Farrell entering this picture, and we are under yellow. We're going to have an under 10 lap dash when we go back to green.
Looks like this one's going to be for Joe Dwyron. Oh, more trucks were wrecking behind, but this is the only one that came up on the events log. Man, T-boned in the side. That car has a meatball flag now. He ended up having to tow that truck back to the pit lane. See what happened there that caused him to have to tow.
I'm hungry for meatballs after how many times you've referenced it, and I can actually smell my I think my landlord next door is making they made Chinese food or something, because I can smell it through the vents. The heat's coming through. But
oh man, eight more laps and then you can have a nice warm meal.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we got 8 laps to settle before we talk about any kind of more food.
That reminds me, if you are hungry, looking for some dinner here tonight, you can sign up on DoorDash, use that QR code at the top right of your screen, and you can get $8 off your first 4 orders, courtesy of DoorDash. Thanks to them for sponsoring VidaneTV.
So we'll see how things go here. I think we're gonna have a 5-lap dash to the finish, maybe 6 if they can get doubled up here. They're just doubling up now, so I think they're gonna get the 1 to go coming to the line. Yep, here we go. Next time by, we'll go back to green and we will have 5 laps to settle this one. Ryan Messer has been near perfect here over the second half of this race. So we'll see if he can continue that once again. We see Zane Farrell running in 5th, some drivers in the top 10 trying to stay in the top 10 and maybe have a top 5 finish. Adam Henry's been having a great run, currently being scored in the 9th spot in that 62 truck. So we'll see if he can hold on to a top 10 finish. I know he's really hungry for one. He has not finished top 10 this season, has led 10 laps. So here we go. Pace car coming back down, and we're going back to green with 5 laps to go.
Trucks thundering away into turn number 1.
And Brent Roy looking for something here with Ryan Messer. He's going to dip a little bit low.
Oh, they're going to be side by side coming out of 4. Ryan Messer gets a little bit loose, almost tags the outside wall. 4 laps remaining.
Yeah, Ryan Messer continuing to hit his own line there. And you know what they say at some tracks like this, you got to race the track rather than the other competitors. But yeah, he's got I was going to say a mirror full of Brent Roy, but he's probably, his spotter's probably telling him, car low or truck low. But we got Brent Roy running in 2nd and really going for that lead over the closing laps, and he is looking in every direction on where he could possibly go. Messer backs up just a little there in turn 4.
Oh, there's contact.
Yeah, and here we go. Kenny Kibbe running in 3rd. Evan Boyer all right there, looking to capitalize if the top 2 get together. But right now, Messer continuing to run kind of a protective, playing a little bit of defense now as we come to
the white flag. One more lap to go.
There it is. So John Peters and Evan Boyer battling for 4th, but the battle is up front. Can Ryan Messer hold off Brent Roy? The Canadians showed their stuff here in North Carolina tonight. Ryan Messer is going to win, followed by Brent Roy and Kenny Kibbe.
Oh man, I thought Brent Roy was going to send it there into turn number 3. Got nothing to lose at that point, but keeps the nose clean, races nice and respectfully. Gives Ryan Messer a good little door bump, and going to congratulate him on the great race, great battling we saw here tonight.
Yeah, definitely a great race. Messer's going to celebrate here, and I think we can try to bring him in the room and interview him. We'll see what we can do here. Ryan Messer, congratulations on the victory here at North Wilkesboro. Where did you come from in that second half of the race?
I have no idea. Another very poor qualifying effort on my part, and kind of didn't really want to do that strategy, but pitted around lap 35, whatever it was, because I had spun 2 or 3 times at that point and had a little damage, and so just took tires and was able to get up through the field really quickly, and then I just tried to stay around a second or so ahead of the rest of them, which just tiptoeing from there. So I could have went the rest of the way, but I figured we'd get another yellow. So luckily we had another set of tires in the pits and took them. So that was able to just get the track position back. And then it was a close race from there.
Yeah, and it definitely was those closing laps too. Take us through those last 5 laps there under green. You had Brent Roy really fighting for that top spot.
Yeah, I had Brent right on the bumper. He's got really good restarts, and I was wicked loose for that last 5 laps. So I overshot the corner a couple times, and then he was able to get under me. So once I got him cleared, I backed the corners up a little bit, and then it kind of made it harder for him to get any kind of a run. But he was right there. If I made a mistake, he was gonna be there.
Yeah, good points night to start off the week. We got another one tomorrow, but who gets you to and from North Carolina this week?
Yeah, I just gotta give a shout out to, I'm sure some of my friends and family are watching these things as always. Shout out to the NEP guys and Vidane for putting all this on. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, congratulations once again, Ryan Messer. And there you see on the screen is your top 10 finishing results. And we're bringing in Brent Roy now, who finished in 2nd spot. Brent, you gave Ryan all that he could there on that last restart.
Yeah, absolutely. Just I was glad we got another one, because the one before that I missed a shift, and I was really hoping I could get another shot at him. And it's me and Ryan have restarted in real life together many of the times, and lots of fun and games are played. And it's nice to race with guys up here, him and Kenny and John and Evan, everybody that's just respectful, and you can lean on each other and just have fun at the end of the day, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and this has to be great, because I know you started off the season not exactly how you wanted to. I know you missed a race or two. Coming up one spot short of the victory, but a podium finish has to feel really good.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, we started, I think we finished 22nd, 24th, 25th. I don't know, whatever was worse than that. That's where we finished. And we'd run up front, we'd lead laps, and just part of racing. So, at the end of the day, it's nice to kind of put one on the board. And like I said, it's this isn't really one of my favorite tracks, but it seems to be the tracks that I don't like, I do well at, and the tracks I like, I don't do well at. So I'll take it.
All right, that's Brent Roy finishing 2nd, and who gets you to and from the virtual racetrack?
Oh man, I mean, we got Flow Racing on the car there. It always looks cool on the racetrack, or the truck rather. And Mom and Dad always watching home every night, and my sister Michelle, and my fiance Heather, kids. My dog puts up with me doing this too, and I can't forget the folks at 229 Autosport, all my teammates. They put in a lot of effort back at the shop to give us fast race trucks, and showed here tonight with I think 3 of the top 5, and we'll count Ryan in there too for 4 of the 5.
All right, congrats on the 2nd place finish, Brent Roy, and we'll let you and Ryan get back to it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you right here tomorrow, hopefully.
All right, and we're gonna bring in Kenny Kibbe here momentarily. It didn't do it.
Unfortunately, with the streamer open, I can't see anyone's name here on Discord. Discord truncates all of the names, so we can't see them. But looks like you got Kenny Kibbe there.
Trying to drag and drop, and my drag and dropping skills aren't working too well. But Kenny,
I grabbed him by the shoulder, brought him over here for you.
Appreciate it. Kenny finished 3rd tonight. He set the pace early on, and what was the difference as things kind of wound down in this 125 lapper?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of just came down to track position at the right time, because it was really hard to make a clean pass. So us guys up front were relatively even with each other, so you could get position on somebody, but it was really difficult to complete that pass. And we got snookered on one restart, lost the lead, and then I was still feeling okay about it. But then we lost another spot after Messer had that good strategy of his in the middle of the race. And then after that, we were kind of just trying to fight to maintain our spot more than really advancing. So yeah, just being able to control the race is really what I was hoping to do the whole race. Just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Yeah, and obviously Ryan picked up a couple points on you there in the points race, but another good points night though for you. How are you feeling going into tomorrow night?
I feel I think our pace will be a little bit worse at Charlotte compared to North Wilkesboro. I really enjoy this track, but the 1.5 miles, I think the field in general is just a little tighter, close knit in as far as pace. But it will be interesting though to go to Charlotte with the new build of these trucks. They've had some aerodynamic changes to them recently, so I think it'll be interesting for everybody to kind of figure that track out again and all the 1.5 miles that we have coming up. But I think we'll still be solid for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. And until then, who would you like to thank for your third place finish tonight?
Yeah, just thank everybody at NEP for coming together and racing every week and twice this week. And thanks to everybody who watches me every week, and still racing for Jack. So we're going to keep knocking down these top threes for him.
All right, that's Kenny Kibbe, your third place finisher. And after we've talked to the podium finishers, Bizzle, back to you. Thank you for filling in once again tonight.
Hell yeah, this was a good one. Had some internet troubles here all throughout the night, so hopefully the stream wasn't too bad. I'm getting some text messages that it was a little choppy, but a high-quality version of this will be re-uploaded tomorrow, so I do have a recording of this all in